Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Fridah here. Hashtag freedom with Fridah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, today's topic, I got sacked. I want to talk about that moment in life when I got sacked. I was working for some company, a bank, and they actually sacked me. And I just realized that people have this trauma and people don't know how to take it when your job, something you've been relying on, something that has been paying your rent, something that has been paying your bills, just comes to, a stop. And you don't know how to face that. Now, those who know me and those who've known me for quite some time know that at some point in my life, that's why I'm dressed so official today. I was working for a bank for 2 years after campus. I applied and choop, I got it, just like this. I was so excited. I have a job, I'm moving to a new town, I'm gonna have a lot of fun, I'm gonna have a salary, I'm gonna be dressed officially, be looking good every single day. And it was so amazing, And I was those who know where I come from, I come all the way from Embu, that's my home area. So I was posted all the way to Kisumu. And there I was as a banker. But one thing I knew since I was little is that something that just puts me in an office, where you have rules and regulations, that you have guidelines on how you're supposed to work, where you have to dress in a certain way, things have to work in this kind of routine. I knew that is not what I want to do. In campus I did creative and performing arts. So when you're in this world where you can be creative, where you can adjust situations and come up with something that is what you want. When you go to theaters, if it's a play, it's a script, you can change it, you can direct in different ways, how you want it. And now here I was in a bank, in a four-wall, interacting with people, selling the same products every single day, the same routine. You have to report to work at 8:30. Then in the evening you're leaving at 5, you have to sign out. And to me that as much as I wanted the money, that is not what I wanted to do for life. I wanted to focus on something I love to do, something that can get me out there, having fun and still working. And those who know me know that I love to sing a lot. So you can imagine a singer in a banking hall. That wasn't working well for me. So when I was excited because I was moving to a new town, 1, 2, I was getting a salary. Who doesn't want money? So I moved and I started to work. I started my job, and the first few months was great for me. I was having fun and I was motivated. Money is coming, you need to work hard, you need to do this. Interacting with different customers every day and forming this kind of relationship with them was a little bit exciting for me. Now time was going, 1 year down the line. Now the second year I was tired. I would wake up on my bed and I'm like, where am I going? Life wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. I have my boss pushing me, where are your targets? And those who are working in banks or those who've worked there, they know it's not an easy job. Everyone has targets in the banking hall. I'm not saying you leave your job, There are those who are passionate about banking, But for me, that wasn't me. So the second year in the bank was a challenge for me. And I woke up every day thinking, no, I really need to stop this. I need to do something I love to do. So 1 month down the line, 2nd month of that year, 3rd month of that year, 4th month, 5th month, I got a warning letter. You're not performing. And clear enough, I was not performing because I didn't love what I was doing. I didn't enjoy it at all. I waited for the salary, I waited for the money at the end of the month. And the good thing with banking is salary never delays, ever. It doesn't matter how bad the month was. It doesn't matter how little money they made, your salary is coming. And that comfort zone, I think, is what keeps most of people thinking, let me keep doing this. And that's what kept me. As much as I knew I wanted to leave, thinking now I will leave, then what next? And God works in a miraculous way because few months down the line, I got a letter. It was a contract. It was based on contract, but renewable. So we were so sure as long as you're still working, your contract will be renewed every now and then. Your contract is renewed every now and then. So I knew my contract would be renewed. And shock on me, because what I got was a termination letter. Yay! And I'm in Kisumu. I have a house, I need to pay rent. I have bills, I need to dress up. I'm a lady, I need to look good. And all these things were now on my face. Hey, how are you gonna do this? Do I have another job? No. Do I have a dream? Yeah, I knew I wanted to do things to do with either theater or events, because I'm so passionate about designing. I'm so passionate about getting out there and talking to people, talents. Those who know me know I'm very passionate about talents, and I do a lot of talent awareness and talent show, different institutions. So a year down the line, and the letter is here, and I'm told, hey, your contract will not be renewed, so you don't have a job. And that was a shock, I must say. I didn't think that someone would just wake up and think, hey, Fridah, you do not have a job. And I was devastated. But I knew probably it's God talking to me and telling me, hey, now your time is done. You need to stop getting into this comfort zone and just wake up and do what you love to do. Do something you love to do. And as much as that I knew that did not stop my worrying. I was still worried. I was still disappointed. And I didn't know what to do next. So now I have a house in Kisumu. The best I can get where I can put my stuff is Nairobi, my sister's place, or get them home, Embu. And that's a long way, you know, transporting stuff. It needs money. And then I can share this to you. I didn't know what saving is. I didn't have a coin on my saving account because I was living with a salary. I mean, every end of the month there's money coming in. Every end of the month there's money coming in. And so I didn't have any money on me, and I didn't know how to cope with that. A friend of mine gave me a call. Like I told her, hey, I got sacked. I'm looking for a job, so in case you hear anything, let me know. So she tells me, hey, there's another bank and they're advertising for a position, so why don't you apply? And I'm like, hey, okay, I know I don't want to get into banking again, but I need money. So I applied. And 2 weeks down the line, I was invited for an interview, which was in Nakuru. And I went on, did my interview. And those who know, if you're working in a bank, it's very easy to move from one bank to another. And especially if you're worked in one, it's very easy for the other bank now to get you in, because they look at you that you have the experience of banking, you know what you want, you know how things work in the bank, so it's very easy to work with you. This is the funny thing. I got invited to another job, to another bank, to work, different position. And I was like, okay, it's not what I want to do, but why not? Let me go and do it. So I moved my staff to Nakuru and I settled there, ready to work. And we were told that we were to report a month later after the interview. So I waited, month gone, nothing. Another month, nothing. No one called me in to start my job. Now remember, I'm still paying rent, I'm still having bills, and I thank God for talent, because that's when I realized I can actually, you know, sing. And in that period of waiting to report my job, my mind was kind of opened up, and I realized you don't just wait for people to give you a job. You need to start doing something that you love to do and think about it positively and grow it step by step, baby step, every single day. So for 6 months, I was still waiting to be invited to start my job in the new bank. So for 6 months, I thought about myself, and I realized that I needed to do something I love to do and focus on something that I love to do, because I knew that which I love to do, it doesn't matter how hard it is. I wake up every day with a positive vibe, energized with this excitement and looking forward to doing it, because it's something you love to do. So I knew that yes, I'm gonna get into this bank again, but one thing I told myself is not gonna take more than 1 year in that bank. 6 months later, now I had my company and I was passionate about it. And I managed to work for 1 year now with this different bank, and I resigned. So I resigned and I was done with it, and I decided to focus on my company. And one thing I remember is guys who were in that bank were like, so where are you going? So how are you gonna pay your bills? Because they didn't see, oh, I didn't have an office for my company, I didn't have an office for my business. So they didn't understand, how will people reach you? Nowadays, the social media, you can reach people through social media. You meet people every single day. You talk to them, let them know what you can offer. So I learned that from the 6 months that I was jobless and having to pay my bills. And I thank God for friends and family who really supported me. So lesson from me getting sacked is sometimes the bad things you think are bad for you could be the best things that ever happened to you. Because if I didn't get sacked, or if they didn't tell me, hey, we are done with you, probably I would still be there working every day and getting a salary and doing something I don't love and regretting every single morning, waking up and thinking, where am I going? What am I doing? But I realized if you do something you love to do, even if you're broke, you're gonna get there because you have the passion, you have the drive every single day, and you're getting there. So it doesn't matter what you think is small, but I know what I want. I go for it every single day. It pays my bills. You know, I have fun with that same money that I'm getting. I'm able to travel. I'm able to touch people's life, and I'm able to wake up every day positive, you know, and energized and thinking, hey, it's another day, you know, other than waking up and thinking, where am I going? Are you struggling with your job? Maybe it's time to stop and just quit. Well, maybe, just maybe. If not, then work hard and make it your passion. That's another thing I keep saying. For me, I tried. The second year I was in the different bank, I tried to really work hard and make it a passion, but it wasn't working for me. Getting sacked opened up my mind. I saw things differently. I'm not saying that you leave your job, but you need to do something as you continue to work, because every day employees are losing jobs. Every day someone is getting sacked. Every day someone is losing it, and there's trauma in that. People are depressed. It might take long, but be ready to be broke. You know, be ready for people to mock you and tell you, where are you going? What are you doing? But just know that it's gonna pay. At some point, it's gonna pay. Follow your dreams. Build that company you wanna build. Start it today with the little money you had. Start it. Do something. Start now. Don't wait. Don't wait to get sacked. Because sometimes people don't survive it. Not everyone will survive it well anyway. And not every employer will be there to ask you back, or you're not that lucky to get a job after 2 weeks like I did, but start now. Have you subscribed? Not yet? Please do. Thank you so much. See you.